What's up, guys? My name is Mad Squash 924. Welcome back to another episode of Kona 2 Brume, where we are now exploring the Iwi Valley. And, well, we gotta keep go and catch up with Jules Demers as well. Jules Demers is around here somewhere, but before we do all that, we're exploring this whole zone that we just discovered, which apparently has a red mistonite in it, which we also discovered last episode. So yeah, that's cool. What's here? Don't know. If I remember right, we need, I think, 2 more, right? I believe that is true. Now, we don't know what we're using them for as of right now. However, I imagine Jules Demers is going to tell us that we're going to have to go find it once we go meet up with him. Alright, so what's in this cave? Is this where the mistonite is? Yep. Dog tag. Or Charles B. Taquire.
Carl was nearly there. One last stone, and his mission would be complete.
Yeah, sort of. We don't technically know what the mission is, technically, because we have been been doing it before the game told us to, technically. I imagine the last one is either going to be over here, possibly between here, or down this way. Let's mark this. But I imagine we're going to actually see Jules Demers today, which is good. Let's see, let's take a look in our journal. So yeah, we have 3 out of 4 red mistonites, as I thought. But yeah, things are going well. And the layout of this place is much more enjoyable as well, compared to just being in the laboratory of the mines. The mines wasn't that fun of a place. I might as well utilize this, right? Yeah, might as well. Had a feeling there'd be mistonite there. Okay, I better stop then, because the sled dogs won't go through. Alright, so it's here somewhere. Is it in the middle of the water here? Presumably so. Got it. That was easy. Okay, so I just got an achievement that popped up. You guys didn't see it, but it just told me I found all the mistonite fragments. That's pretty freaking sweet. So yeah, now that we've done that, we'll go this way. And because we got all the mistonite fragments, that also tells me we are one step closer to being near the end of this game, which is kind of unfortunate, because this game has been really fun. Come on, keep going. Because I'm assuming the last red mistonite is here. Yeah, it has to be, because we have all the normal mistonite. So logic would dictate it's here. I don't like that they're giving us shotgun rounds. All that tells me is we're going to have to encounter something here. Red mistonite? Yep. Where is it, though? Maybe out in the water here? Not sure, but it is red. Freaking red. Moose. Okay, I got him. Is there gonna be more than one moose? Nope. But we do have to go in here. Time to take a look. That's it, the last red mist tonight.
It had almost cost him dearly, but Carl finally had all 4 stones in hand. He could start.
It wasn't that bad.
Towards Jules' camp.
Cool. So now we have our objective just to go to Jules de Maire's anyway. That's fantastic. So I guess that's where we'll start heading then, to Jules de Maire's. I don't know how much more of this game there's gonna be. I imagine we probably have a couple more episodes, tops. Well, I imagine there's not much. We'll see what he has to say. Hello, what do we have here? That's cool. Not that there's anything to do with it. I mean, I guess I could take a picture, but we haven't been really picture heavy in this one. I mean, in our scrapbook, there's a lot of options for us to take pictures, but I haven't really had the sense that we need to. There's probably an achievement revolving around it, but who cares?
Improvisation and chaos marked the place. A makeshift camp had been set up here to accommodate the first victims of the explosion. It was apparent that, despite all the scientists who gravitated around Hamilton Mining Corporation, there was no actual Mistonite specialist. All of them were improvising on the basis of previous experience that had nothing to do with this astonishing substance. It was destined to fail. From the very first day, everyone's fate was already sealed.
Well, that's not very good. Anything else in here? Research journal, written by Sarah Gray. June 8th of 1970 at 1:25 p.m. The opposition of the Crees is legitimate. Only the necessities of economic development demand that we go ahead. No doubt we can compensate the Cree native community in the long run. Hopefully they will be discouraged from any future lawsuits. An out-of-court settlement is certainly possible. October 2nd of 1970 at 8 in the morning. This is a disaster. I don't know the exact details or circumstances, but there was a loss of control of the HMC reactor. The explosion rained down Mistonite fragments all over the Maniston. With the wooded area west of the train tunnel being the hardest hit area, this is where the largest fragments fell. We need to quarantine this area, deploy the emergency response team as soon as possible, and initiate Protocol 32A. We have never had such a large and concentrated amount of Mistonite in the open. I don't know what we can expect. I hear noises at night, outside, all around me. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. October 3rd, in 8 in the morning. The head of security, Stephen, is among the sickest. His body is covered in plagues. He is vomiting constantly. He says he hears and sees things. I am unable to look at him in the eye. You probably noticed I feel so useless. Hamilton is on site with Dr. Beaupois. He seems overwhelmed by the events, as do we. Several people have come to help, including a large number of Cree. Everyone is sick. It seems clear that our protective equipment is ineffective. HMC has also deployed its mercenaries to keep some control, but I fear that sooner or later they will realize that they have been sent to their doom. At 5 p.m. The sick are dying. I can't eat anymore. The noises around the tent will not stop. Something in my head knocks, and I have this fear, this terror. I want to scream. October 4th, 8 in the morning. Stephen Mark is dead. There was a violent argument between Hamilton and his friend Beaupois. Hamilton has shut himself inside a tent, apparently writing something. He heard gunshots and screaming. Everyone has lost their minds. If anyone is reading this, stay away from the mist tonight. Stay away. Too late for that. I have all the mist tonight, actually. Literally all of them. So, definitely too late for that. Alright, let's go talk to Jules and see what he says.
Enfin, vous en avez mis du temps?
You're right about that. So, why are we here?
Nous sommes près du cœur de la tempête. Il doit y avoir des fragments de mystanite rouge dans les environs.
Way ahead of you.
De votre compteur GG. Il m'en faut moins 4. Revenez me voir ensuite.
Why is that?
En théorie, en les combinant à la mystanite bleue et en les soumettant à certaines fréquences d'ondes radio, ça devrait, normalement, calmer la tempête. En théorie.
Right.
Avez-vous des questions?
Yeah, technically, I already have the red mist tonight.
L'appareil est prêt. Il reste seulement entrer dans le ventre de la bête. Suivez le chemin de fer. Bonne chance, Carl.
What should I do once I'm there? Whoa, that thing's cool looking.
2 balises ont été placées de chaque côté du noyau. J'avais envoyé une équipe après l'explosion, mais ils sont jamais revenus. N'oubliez pas,
Sure.
il faut activer les balises avant de grimper la tour radio. Une fois au sommet, installez l'appareil et espérez le mieux.
And tell me more about the prototype.
La tour radio au nord devrait avoir une portée suffisante pour attaquer directement le noyau. La mystanite réagit aux ondes radio. En combinaison, les mystanites rouges et bleues devraient annuler les effets de la brume, à condition que je trouve la bonne fréquence. Tout ça reste bien entendu hypothétique.
Tell me about the risks that are accompanied with this little expedition.
Incertain. Vous avez été profondément intoxiqué par la brume. Ça pourrait vous affecter. Peut-être aussi que rien de tout ça fonctionnera. Je serais pas surpris que quelqu'un ou quelque chose explose.
Well, that's not very reassuring, is it?
Statistiquement parlant, bien sûr, c'est possible aussi que ça fonctionne. Dans tous les cas, c'est notre seule chance.
That's stupid. He's like, oh yeah, I came up with this thing. It might work. It could not work. I don't fucking know, but let's give it a try. What do you think? Stupid. I mean, it's gonna work, right? It's a game. But in actuality, you don't do that. About the creature, the Wendigo.
Attendez-vous à ce qu'elle intervienne. Le noyau
Of course.
et sa demeure. Tout comme vous. Elle veut survivre.
Uh-huh.
Avez-vous des questions?
Yeah, I wanna get out of here.
Bye.
Bye-bye. To the end game, apparently. Kinda crazy. Is there any campfire here we can utilize? I couldn't light that. I thought you could. Actually, it says there's either a campsite or a save point near Jules the Mayor's. Is that right? Yep. Okay. Let's go. Might as well go on foot. Because I doubt I can take my dogs with me into the core. It's time.
Varro Faubert now had everything he needed to fight. The tools, the resources, and the courage. All he needed now was that little push. The one that pushes us off the cliff and into the icy waters. A little bit of madness.
Got that right. Come on. Can I not go this way, seriously? There's an invisible wall here, can you see it? Ah, here we go. Ah, we're committed. Don't be surprised if we see the Wendigo here. Because he's gonna be present. So we have 2 cores to deal with, and then once the cores are dealt with, we have to go and make it to the radio tower, is what we've been told by Jules Demers. Holy shit.
Carl was at the heart of it all, where the storm was drawing its energy and bursting all over Manistan. The imposing, icy structure nevertheless seemed to have come out of a dream. The detective felt that he was once again losing his mind.
Holy fuck, he's just there.
Now was the time. Carl had to choose then
Ow,
and there if he was
he's
going
so
to be
fast.
the prey or the prey.
Holy shit, guys.
Would he be able to stand up to the creature? Most
What do you
of all,
think?
Don't stand still.
That's freaking nonsense. Nope, I can't stop
The
him.
detective knew that bullets had no effect on the nightmarish creature. Shooting at it would only waste his ammunition.
Ow! Time to go. Okay, we have to go this way, and then we have to take a right. There it is. Thing's on my ass. At least I don't get insta-killed.
The satisfaction of this first success.
Okay. So once that's done, we gotta go the other side. We better freaking move our asses.
He was weary. His muscles ached, and the prospect of having to brave the storm again.
Okay, so once we go this way,
Weighed heavy.
we'll take our next left and then our next
Despite all
right.
that, he had to get going.
It's a good thing I've saved all those med packs, huh? Like, holy crap. Go away! Jeez, the noises that thing makes is kind of nerve-wracking. Music's pretty crazy, though. I like the music. Okay. That's where we're going.
The Mistonite phaser had an unexpected effect.
Hello.
He suspected, however, that it would be short-lived. He had to act quickly.
Gonna know that that works on him. Okay. Okay. Hurry up. There it is. Okay. Now that's done, we have to go here to the radio tower.
Now he just needed to activate the repulsor at the top of the radio tower to bring all of this to an end.
Yep. This might be the final episode, guys. This is crazy. Alright. So how do we get there? This method? Yeah, we're gonna have to climb it. hopefully you fucking climb a little bit faster than what you're doing, because this is kind of slow. This guy's pretty. My goodness. You have to just climb for an eternity, it feels like. Don't get jump scared. Don't you do it, game. You can appear right there, though.
The goal was in sight. Garl felt the end was near, and for the first time, it was not his own he was contemplating.
Time to go around him. Ow, fucker. We're almost there. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Okay, we're inside. I still don't feel that safe, though. First aid kit. He's gonna be in this room, isn't he? Nope. Guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna beat this freaking game. It's gonna be crazy.
The discomfort, the pain, the fear, all had evaporated. They had been replaced by a single-minded determination to put an end to this.
Goodbye, Wendigo.
Switch on the machine and hope. Carl had no other option.
Here goes nothing.
There was no disputing the power of the device. Carl could feel the vibrations in his fingers, sitting in waves.
We did it. Now what happens? Guess we go back down. At this point, I don't know what we do. Go back to Jules de Mare's? Oh, that's not good. Or is it good? It's tumbling. Alright, let's get down there. Just a path?
As if caught in the violent wind of a cyclone, the ground
Wow.
castle collapsed. Carl rejoiced, then thought that the worst was now awaiting him, attacking the beast.
Can I destroy this? No. Now we go inside and confront the Wendigo? Everything is shattering around me. There he is.
The sight of
Goodbye,
the weakened
Wendigo.
creature, crippled, with nowhere to run, shook the detective. wounded animals are the most dangerous. Kona had to get it over with.
We did it. I think we killed him. Is it over? I can press the A button for some reason. Guess we'll find out. It's weird that I can even press the A button. Press? Whoa. It's not over yet? Or is it? I thought like a cutscene was gonna happen, but nope. Where am I? Did I die? Can't be right. Hello? Flare gun. Left here by 2 people. PM.
Corbo had been left all alone, abandoned to his fate. There was no longer anyone to rescue him from the torrent of hatred that swept away his heart.
We apologize. It all went south. It's crazy outside. I'm worried about my parents and Luke about his family. We'll be back soon as everyone is safe. He vomited a lot. Photo of Laura. Nothing else in here? We still have all our stuff. The work clothes he was wearing at the time of the incident. Here, Mark Corbo's diary.
Consumed by grief, Corbo had nothing left to live for besides revenge.
Laura, I miss you. He will pay. It should not have, and if you were here, I know you would have, but just must be done. We have a plan, Laura. Soon. Justice. Hamilton regret. I won't back. Kill. Avenge. Hatred. Hatred. I'm hurt. Here, Mark Corbo. If I remember correctly, he was the one that turned into the Wendigo. And that was the one from the first game. So it's the same Wendigo. Guess that's my cue to bring out the flare gun. Or not.
The cabin's comfortable atmosphere would end up getting the better of Faubert. He needed to get out and signal for help.
Alright guys, it's been a long journey through both of these games, but I think we're finally done. We are. Let's get the hell out of this hellscape. Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna beat the game today. Gotta tell ya, I'm pretty happy that we got through this game. This game was a real fun treat. It was very cool. If I remember right, I rated the first game, what, a 5 out of 10, I believe? Like, it was okay, but it had some things that I wish were better. This game's a 7 out of 10. It's much better than the first game. And I like that it picked up right where the first game left off, but it picked it up in a way where it was a lot more fun. Now, there was a couple of bits that was interesting, but then it overstayed its welcome. Like, Hamilton's Manor, for one. It was cool to explore it, but to try to find every little nook, every cranny in there was sort of troublesome here and there. But overall, it was fun in there. But though, I think the part that I liked the least was definitely the laboratory in the mine. That part wasn't very fun. And you had to do a lot of back and forth just to like do anything in there. Because you had the whole find the batteries, flip the right switches, do this, come back, flip the battery again, put another battery in. Yeah, that part went great. But other than that, it was a really fun experience. If I had to give one or two criticisms, I think the game was a bit too generous for what it gave us for materials and inventory. Like, they gave us so many things. So if you were just playing to play, you weren't super looking for items and you just happened to come across them, then yeah, you'd be fine. But when you played it in the way that I was playing it, where you're looking in every cranny, because you're looking for notes too, because you want to know what the story is, then you find an overabundance of ammunition, batteries, med kits, even some of the consumables we didn't really need, like the leaves, the tea leaves, wasn't necessary. I like that we can hold an unlimited amount of things in this game though compared to the first game, because the first game had like a weight system, if you remember. So that was definitely much improved one. I just thought it became a little crazy and nonsensical by the end of the game. We actually ended the game with 104 batteries. That's ridiculous. That's way too many. They could have cut that down 10 times, like 10 times that. They could have cut that down, because you really didn't need the flashlight that much. Ammunition, I was really trying to save the rifle and shotgun stuff, but I really didn't need it for the majority of the game. I used the rifle a couple times, I used the shotgun a few more times than the rifle, and we still ended the game with over 30 rounds of revolver rounds, like 80 or 90 rifle rounds, and upward of 60 to 70 shotgun rounds, shotgun shells. Like, that's ridiculous. That's too much ammunition. I like that we had it. I don't like that they made it feel like there was no real threat, because I was so overprepared. And I ended the game with like 17 or 18 different med kits, first aid kits, whatever you want to call them. And I think I used 3 in total in the whole game. I mean, granted, if you weren't very good, then the first aid kits would be more useful. It just, because they gave you so much ammunition, you didn't really need the first aid kit, because you could shoot like ridiculously fast. And the game has an aim assist, as you guys saw throughout this Let's Play. So it's hard to freaking miss too. So it's not like you're missing. So those are the only things that I didn't care for. I love the atmosphere. I love the Wendigo design that they changed it to instead of the original one. The original one is also fine. I just like the new one better. I like that we got more backstory with this whole Hamilton mining stuff. And it's interesting that even though we were learning all about Hamilton in this game, and we even went to his house, went to his mine, went to so many places that Hamilton did and ran through that he owned, and we also got to meet a couple of his employees, but Hamilton's been dead since the beginning of the first game. And the fact that they had so much backstory for the guy that you meet like within the first 30 minutes of the first game, and they took him and they gave him this whole thing, this whole backstory of everything, it's really cool. I like that. It makes sense why when we came to this place in the first place as Carl Forbear, as a investigator, it makes sense why we're coming here. There was a lot of weird little intricate parts that were in play to this whole facility and the mist at night. And it also makes sense why he's dead. Because he ended up killing, in the first game, he ended up actually accidentally killing the wife of someone else. I think it was his doctor that he killed. The doctor's wife. Yes, the doctor's wife that he killed. And then he wanted revenge, and then in some weird way, that turned him into a Wendigo, which was really weird. And I imagine that has something to do with the whole Mistonite thing. So it actually physically changed him and altered him. Because he became immune to bullets. And only the Mistonite phaser was able to put him down. One thing that was kind of a little bit underutilized in this one, compared to the first one, even the first game wasn't that utilized, was it mentions a lot of the Cree Indians. And the Wendigo is part of the little mythology of the Cree Indians, I believe. At least for this game, at least. And there's some of that. And then in the first game, we see some stray arrows that are like in walls and stuff. But in this game, there really isn't really anything like that. Like, they were all gone at this point. So, yeah. Not much of them. But we saw ghosts. We saw apparitions of wolves and moose and bears. But yeah, game overall, 7 out of 10. Very good. Would recommend. I wouldn't necessarily recommend the first game unless you've never played it. And you played the second game, you want to know more about the first game, then I would recommend it. Because the first game is a little bit hard to get through just because like there's a lot of freedom exploration and some of the objectives are really... It's difficult to decipher what you're supposed to do. Unless you kind of just tumble on into it, which you kind of had to through that game. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this Let's Play of Kona 2 Brume. If you guys have, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of this Let's Play. And if you're new to my channel or have been watching me for a little while and you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. On the next episode, I'll see you for whatever new Let's Play that we decide to do. And I will see you all then. Bye-bye.